everybody, my name is Specialist Shepherd. I'm going to be giving a class today about noise and light discipline. As you can see, we are outside. So, the draw for today, you just got to be careful of slips, trips, and falls. So be careful of your footing. Make sure you can see where you're going. Also be aware of ticks, so do a tick check at the end of this. Also be aware of wildlife. Saw a coyote the other day, so if you see it, don't go near it. If anything comes up, you can just let me know. So the ELO for this class is to be more aware of your noise and light discipline and keep that to a minimum. So the biggest thing that you can do to avoid both of these is avoid unnecessary movement. This is basically talking about if you don't have to go move somewhere, don't. Just sit tight. That way you don't have to worry about the light, either if you're at night or the noise being both day and night. Another thing to consider is to tape down anything on your ruck, your rifle that's bouncing around. I know in training, your BFA, the little ring at the end, that thing rings like a doorbell. So taping that down, making sure that's secured. Anything that's going to make noise. So trying to think of other examples. Canteen cup. Canteen cup makes noise. So just keeping that metal on metal noise out. Having change in your pockets, ID tags. Get the silencers for them. Get the change out of your pockets. I don't know why you need change when you're out doing training. So when you do tape down stuff on your weapons, make sure you don't tape it down. It doesn't interfere with the functions of that weapon. It's not going to interfere with its cycling, ejecting. That's a big concern, but just taping everything down on all your equipment, just make sure it doesn't get in the way and doesn't affect you to do your mission. Another thing you can do is turn your radios down. They don't need to be on full blast, because as you can hear right now, I'm barely talking. You guys can probably hear me good. There's no one around. There's no outside noise. You can keep that radio down. If it's on low, you can still hear it. As well as only using your radios when necessary. If you see someone 50 feet or 20 feet away from you, don't use a radio to make all that noise. Wait until you guys make eye contact, depending on the severity of how urgent you need to talk to them. Wait for him to make eye contact. Maybe you can just go like this. Just use your mouth. You don't have to say it. He might be able to read your lips. Another thing to keep in mind. So that's mostly about noise. Another thing for anybody in Humvees, do not slam your doors shut. You can push it in nice and slow. Push the handle down. Push it. Let it go. Way quiet. If you slam that Humvee down, you can hear that from 100 meters away or even more, depending how noisy your area is. So talking more about light now. So light, basically talking about nighttime here. I actually chose to do my video not at complete night, so you can actually see me still, but so I can demonstrate a few things so you can understand what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to actually demonstrate smoking because I don't smoke. Smoking on the nighttime or in the daytime, that light gives off a little cherry butt. It gives off light, and if you ever had your MPGs on, you can see someone smoking 200 meters away. That thing blares up. It looks like a bonfire going off in their face. So keeping that in mind, it also puts off smell. So you could smell that even if you don't even see it. So if you're going to use a flashlight, I'm going to recommend you're going to use red light. Red light is the least visible to the human eye. Unlike green light, which is the most visible to the human eye, don't ask me how that actually works. That's way above me. All I know is that's how it works, because MVGs, that's why we use green. So using red at night, if you need to walk through the woods or wherever you're going, is going to be the most ideal. Most ideal, don't even use one. But if you need to use something, red is going to be your go-to. White light. This gives off a lot more light and is a lot more noticeable in what you're doing and where you're moving to and where you're at. So recommend, if you don't already have red lens, go get that. And if you're writing on something, you need to sit down and you need to plot down points on a map. Think about where you're doing it. I'm not going to sit right here, turn on my flashlight, and start writing on the map. I'm going to go to a place where there's a little bit of concealment, and then as well, I can just grab my poncho and put that right up over me. You'll see that in Band of Brothers too, right when they land in D-Day. Lieutenant Winters did that. So, again, using your natural concealment to cover that light. All that natural stuff is going to be way less obvious than a poncho. So another thing to go on with noise when you're walking through the woods. This isn't in the Soldier Level 1 handbook. This is just from my experience. So you won't actually be tested on this. So I just wanted everybody to know, when you're walking through the woods, depends on what you're doing. But if you don't have to be anywhere fast, nice slow stroll. You don't need to be walking through the woods. Be careful where you're walking. You're not walking into things. You're not walking into trees, branches, breaking branches. If you break a branch, you can hear the difference. If you're walking in the woods and you're just walking through leaves nice and quiet, it's not that loud. But if you step on a branch or falling down a tree and it cracks, you can hear that from far out. I like walking heel to toe. That way I put my heel down, I feel. Is there a stick there? No. I keep putting it down, no stick there. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Oh, stick there. Lift up, go around. Little food for thought. You're not going to be tested on that. So at this time, we're going to demonstrate everything I just taught. Before we demonstrate, anybody need any clarifications on what we went over? So we're going to go out and do that. Okay, we went out, did that. I hope everybody had a good time doing all this stuff, getting outside. So, now we're going to do the AAR. The class is now over. Everybody tested. Everybody passed, met the standards. Now we're going to do the AAR. So what happened? We went out, conducted noise and light discipline. We kept it to a minimum. We kept it to the standards. What was supposed to happen? Exactly that. Commander's intent. Commander's intent was for us to read the Soldier Level 1 handbook and go out and actually train and be better with and train up to the standards of noise and light discipline. So we're more mission capable. So anybody have any improves or sustains for this class? I really like improves because it makes it more enjoyable for me and for you guys. All right, thanks for that consideration. Now we're going to review the draw. I told you about a few different risks. They were all low. Is there anything else we can go over? Anybody have anything come up where they could think maybe we should address it to minimize that risk level? I didn't have water. Okay, so dehydration. I like that. I like that. That was actually at the initial, but I like that. We're going to add that into the to the draw. Thank you. All right. So that's it for me. Thank you all again for your time. Have a good day.